Bear with me. Oh, Shalom, King Shalom. Setting this up. Shalom, Malak La'ab, Yahweh Shem Al-Shah Brakatah, Shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. This is where I learned the truth from. And I want to give double honors to all other elders, giving us that non-stop energy, continuously being out on the street, showing us what we should be doing, what should be on fire. You see what's going on, just as it always is. More prophecy, more everything. And this today is one of these wicked Edomite holidays, celebrating their independence, but we were still in slavery, saying that they stole this place from the Native Americans and celebrating for it. They got their Declaration of Independence, saying they were fighting for freedom for their people, with their manifest destiny, but never our people. So now you see the hypocrisy of Esau Edom throughout in his entire earth. And they've been continuously showing their hypocrisy, just like right now. Those French, they're talking about France and how it was that these African migrants are being destroying their land, taking it over. But right now, at that same moment, and they're saying that Russia is a colonist, but France made these people pay $500 billion every year, every African nation that they colonize, $500 billion for a colonizing fee, pretty much, a tribute. So now when they come in your country after you caused them to be refugees, making it war-torn, now when they start tearing your shit up, and then now they want you to celebrate it, say, oh man, be nice about them, they're doing as much as possible. No, the Lord is done with that. Shalom, sincere milk, Yahweh Shem Al-Shai Brakatah, that brother from Philly, the water Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, Shalom King. So this is what they've been doing, constantly, and the Lord is tired of that. Because you see Edomites, but they were talking all this mess about Juneteenth, when that fake ass holiday that said we got our freedom. But then now they want you to be celebrating these days. So let's get into it, because there's a lot of things going on. We're gonna get on to what Israel's doing as they're using this rebellion to come and murder the Palestinians, which fucking they're heathens anyway, with some Jake in between it, trying to take over a country that's not theirs. So we're just getting into that. And I seen the elder going when I made the lesson I was going, and I seen he was getting into the same thing. So I got to change it up a little bit. But that's just the spirit. Because on these holidays, like as a men of the Lord, or when you were back in the day, when you see someone worshiping another god or another temple, you have to tear it down and destroy it. And this is our way of destroying these wicked holy days. So for Wada Yahweh Shem Al-Shah for putting us in the right spirit against these heathen. And also to make sure our people to stop going into the state of mind of these heathen. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 4. Knowest not this old, since man was placed upon the earth? So it always been the same. It always been, if you do something, bad things will happen to you. And if you act something, you're going to get found out. Nothing's secret. Let me just grab that. It's not going to be found out. So you thought, Esau Edom thought they were going to be with their hypocrisy, being the devil, tricking people, taking over land, and then they was just going to just go land free. They was just going to be free. They was going to do it, and everyone's going to forget it. So let me grab it. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. And just as Paul in Thessalonians, he said the son of perdition was going to be revealed. And that's after a falling away. And we were revealed him. Hey, what's up? You see yourself on the sign? You see yourself on the sign? Because as if this is a holiday, So you're out over what country? Like Romania over there? Yeah, but it's on me. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm just telling our people that we need to repent. These people on the sign and also the speckled bird that are scattered across these nations, that the Lord is coming. You see all this judgment coming out on the face of the earth. You're seeing that it's rebellions in France. You're seeing all this stuff happening. So it's telling our people that they need to repent because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And if you don't repent, you're going to die. That's what the Lord said. And there's no hell, so you're going to die from thermonuclear destruction. But all right. So this is Job chapter 20, verse 5. That the trumpeting of the wicked is short. So they had a kingdom for a little bit of time. They barely ever. See, Jake. Let me just grab this real quick. Shalom, heart of David, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah. Shalom, Daniel, Yahweh's messenger, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus said the Lord, lean not on learn not the ways of the heathen. So he said, learn not the ways of the heathen. What did our people do? Kept going into this idolatry, kept going to their these heathen customs. Woman worship, kept doing the ways that the heathen do, like getting their hair long or cutting their hair all the way bald, cutting off their beard. They said, learn not the way of the heathen, because it's vain, it's nothing. It's hypocrisy, because they'll say something and do something else. But be not dismayed at the signs of the heavens. So you see these different signs of the heavens, these blood moons, these eclipses. And this year is supposed to be an eclipse over North America between the months of October. So they seeing these, the heathen are dismayed at them. So he said, you see these chariots in the sky, you see all these signs showing that the end is here. Be not dismayed. Pray about it. But why do Yahweh Shem Yahshua praise them? Because for the heathen are dismayed at these signs. They're dismayed at it. And our people, what have they been doing? They have been going into idolatry, let me just grab it. It's Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 3. Verse 4, will thou not from the time cry upon me, O Father? Thou art the God of my youth. So it's telling our people that when they get into judgment, this is Jeremiah, they cry and do everything at the last minute. But the Lord has known us. He has bared us. He has likened us to a beautiful, comely woman. So we cry upon him when it's time. When he reserved his anger for me forever, this is how we were getting judged so much because we backslide. That's why the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen, because this is going to defile you. You're going to start practicing them, and then you're going to think it's a heathen, and now you're going to have them above you, just as now. Now you're worshiping a day that they put you in this time. Salakia, it was a meme. It said the only thing free about 4th of July to you niggas was labor. You were still in slavery when 1776. You guys still was niggas, spics, not less than a human being. Even all the way to the 1900s, the 19th century, you guys were 3/5 of a human being when you got it. So this is learn not the way of the heathen, but this is reserve his anger ever will he keep it to my end. Behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. The Lord said also unto me the days of Josiah the king, thou hast seen that which is backsliding Israel has done. She has gone up to every high mountain, every other government, every other aspect. If he wants to record, just get out the car. Every other aspect backsliding, being that adulterous whore. So that's why the Lord put us in these slavery and put in all these calamities against us. Let me just grab a quick precept. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 12. And now I beseech those that read this book. So Jeremiah is saying, are you going to keep your anger forever? That they be not discouraged from these calamities. Because it might think that we're still at the bottom. We're still catching hell. We still doing all this stuff. But why? Because our people was backsliding against the Lord. We have been adulterous whores. But that they judge these as a punishment, not for our destruction. So the Lord he's not keeping his anger. He will not keep his anger. These punishment is just a whooping to get us back into the ways, so we don't have to celebrate days like this. A day that we were still building up their country, these heathens' country, and now we're celebrating it like we got freedom. Now we're eating macaroni and cheese and shooting fireworks. And it's just a prologue on what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, because there's going to be a lot of fireworks. But a chastening of our nation. So the Lord did it for a chastening. So back into Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 6. She has gone up every high mountain and under every green tree that they have played the harlot. And when you do a lot of these heathen worship, even in ours, like they go out to these oak fields, the Druids and stuff like that, the Benjamites in the southern kingdom, when they got into it, when they went into England and all in Ireland, or when like a lot of heathen practices, they go up to the mountain. There's more spirits. Like if you look at Mount Sinai, it means desert. So going into these secret places where there's a lot of spirits in it, and worshiping other gods. And said, after he has done all these things, turn thee unto me, but she returneth not. So look at what they do. Now a nigga is still coming day by day worshiping, just checking if it was precepts, Esau Edom, still celebrating his holidays, still going into the ways that they have been going since beforehand, going to the heathen, saying, hey, heathen, you're better than us, because she's getting in wisdom, it's going to try you. You'll start having bad talk. Or people quit, and they go fake, they believe in the Lord on the side, doing witchcraft, celebrating these. No, there's no such as if you have the white church. Thus said the Lord. And I say, after he has done all these things, turn unto me, but she returned of Judah, say Israel committed, put her away, and gave her a bill of divorce. So the Lord, that's why he scattered us and put us into slavery. And what are we still doing? You still see a nigga celebrating 4th of July. It's like my uncle, it's his favorite holiday. And my cousin, it is his favorite holiday. They buy and go all the way to Las Vegas and order all these illegal fireworks, and they shoot in the air, have barbecue, drink, and think it's like the greatest day ever. Oh, it's about family. No, it's about us being continuously in slavery, and that Esau had the victory over our people and over our country. That's what it's about. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, and went and played the harlot also. And it came through the lightness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and with stocks. And it's gonna be a shame for you. So going back into what I was gonna get into. That of the wicked, the triumphing of the wicked is short. To the wicked of our people, they celebrating now continuously. Esau Edom. Once you start coming out of the rebirth, I think that's like 1490s, I believe, when the Renaissance started. But then you got that actual control of our people, 1619, and have slavery. So that's not even close to being 1,000 years. And when we had power, when we had the Byzantine Empire and the Western Holy Empire, Western Roman Empire. When we had it, that was even more than 1,000 years. Then all these other nations had a very long time, but Esau, Edom, and the wicked, they have no time. So it's short. So they're doing all this stuff, and the joy. Bear with me, hold on. I live in a desert, so it's like nothing protected. Let me grab this. This is from the brother Malak La'ab. Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. So woe unto our people that have gone down to Egypt for help, thinking that they're going to protect them in the time of trouble. They don't go to the Red Crosses when all these black and all this destruction happened. And when they prayed to it, they prayed to a white man Jesus going all to in Egypt, the modern day Egypt, which glory is going to be short. Their triumph is going to be short. Is the so-called Babylon the Great? Slovakia. Hold on. I'll just grab it on the phone. Slovakia. It's been a weird day today. Satan was trying hard. He's fucking age restricted all my videos and all this stuff. Woe unto them that go to Egypt for help and stay on horses and chariots. What a Jake, as long as he has a nice car, as long as he has a little bit the other day, when they're okay with it, so they go down to Egypt. They hate him. Going into these holidays, going celebrate as much as possible. Guys, is it frozen? It looks like it on this side. Slovakia, bear with me. This is Isaiah again, chapter 31, verse 1. And because they are many horsemen, and because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. So as what our God, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, has gave us this knowledge, this understanding, made you a special people above all else, kings on this earth, but what to be able to judge what people are doing. But no, you haven't went to. You went to the basis of men, and you celebrate his holidays, commit adultery, and you do all these things onto Esau, Edom's ways. Salah, yeah, it's skipping a little. I know it's keep messing up. They've been messing with me all day. Oh, Shalom, Elder Yahweh Bashim Yashar Brakadas Shagalah. Salakia. I'm gonna look at it. If it keep messing up, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna have to start over. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was the days of Noah, shall also the days of the Son of Man be. So as they were saying, oh, no evil is going to touch us, and we're going to continuously go into these ways, celebrating these holidays, celebrating times of no other. Like, oh yeah, we can still get married. We can look for buying a house 5 years down the line. America is going to be great. And they did eat, and they drunk, and they married wives, and they given into marriage until the days of Noah entered into the ark. But the flood came and destroyed them all. So this is what is going to come as a thief in the night upon these people. Because now, even through all this bad time, they think it's going to be peace and safety. Let's grab that. And it's crazy because July is named after a Roman emperor, Julius Caesar. That's what it's named after. So they're going and celebrating a day of one of the most horrible men that ever lived on the earth. That his own people killed him, because that's how bad and corrupt he was. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, Salaki, I'm going to start up. This is verse 2. For know yourself perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. So just as the flood came, and just like, watch, it's going to be on a day when these niggas and these heathen are be celebrating, thinking everything's good. Let's say it's peace and safety. Even when the lights come off, they're going to still be, oh, we don't have to go to work, let's party, or let's do all this stuff. So the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child. So it's going to come so hard and so fast that you guys won't even have a time to even repent. And it's going to be too late because the doors are going to be shut. And everything is that door of repentance, that understanding of the Lord and having mercy on you is not going to be, it's not going to be a time. What's up, brother?
You ran out $5 I can borrow, would you?
No, I don't got nothing. And suddenly cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. A woman with child. When a woman is having in labor and having pregnant, they dilate, but it doesn't come. It's painful, and it's a slow process when it's coming. So it might take a couple hours, so even days. So it's gonna come hard, and it's gonna be a slow, painful death for everyone that has not, and they shall not escape. So it's not you were partying, you were bullshitting all this time, celebrating these wicked ass holidays, celebrating and being unto your the hypocrite, the main hypocrite Esau Edom, celebrating his holidays. But you won't do anything on the days that the Lord prescribed to you. You weren't celebrating for Pesach. You weren't celebrating, and you shouldn't if you were in this state of mind anyway, because you don't want to eat that bread unleavened. But you ain't selling the Day of Atonement. You ain't celebrating the Feast of Tabernacle. You're just being a demon. But ye, brother, are not in darkness. So the ones that are in this truth, preaching on the corners, telling them that you're not in darkness. So you have to understand that you have to keep on your watch. Keep on your watch. Ye are not in darkness, that the day should not overtake you as a thief. So how, when someone's stealing your house, well, they always come at dark, but if you keep on your watch and you're prepared, you get that burglar alarm system, and that is these angels. They're going to guide and watch us, and they're going to alarm us with the Rakak Wadash. Ye are children of the light, the children of the light. So we have that knowledge and that understanding. And what is that knowledge and understanding going to be in the time when the thief cometh? Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is the treasure. So that knowledge and stability, it starts with wisdom. Let me just grab it. Because the fear of the Lord, what is that? That is the beginning of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. I'm going to start at 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, so to get that wisdom and knowledge, the word of the wise and the dark sayings, because we have that light, that we're able to shine in these dark sayings, and which is the knowledge of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So that fool that's not going to be with the wisdom and knowledge, that's going to be overtaken by the thief in night, which is when Yahweh comes and these angels start cutting and killing you guys off, the ones that are wicked, not us brothers, then what are you going to do? Because you didn't fear the Lord. So the strength of your salvation you won't have. Let me read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. So that fear of the Lord gives you this ability to know what's happening, because he gives us, we prophesy in part and know in part. But everything that these prophecies are, we have the unction of the Holy One. So when that time comes, he's going to give us even more of the light and knowledge to be able to read, discern spirits, to be able to understand that. And that starts with that fear. And that's when you'll get that knowledge. And you'll be stable to know that the Lord got you. That's going to be their stability, that staff, that thing that you're going to be able to walk upon. And the strength of salvation and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Behold, the valiant one shall cry without, and the ambassador of peace shall weep bitterly. That's what's going to happen. Let me grab this. Back in 2 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. Let me just... Shalom, true Jew. Tamayim Lab. Yahba Shimei Shar Brakatah. Shalom. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5 again. And ye are all the children of light. So the ones, the Lord, the elect of the Lord, because the ones that, and you have to be an Israelite, so-called black, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, and the speckled bird that are scattered throughout this, throughout all the nations. But you would know by these scriptures. You would be in these scriptures. You would have that spirit of hastening the day and crying upon the Lord and reading. So those are the children of light, which is the knowledge, and the children of the day. And that day is coming when when the Lord, when the Son of Righteousness, with healing in his wings, bringing forth the kingdom. Thus said the Lord, we are not of the night or nor of the darkness, because that is the hypocrite. That is Esau Edom. He is the children of the dark. And when they put these things on you, because he is the wicked, he's going to become a madman, and he's going to be sparing none, killing all the people that fear the Lord. But the ones that will be protected with this wisdom and knowledge and not going to be overcame like a thief in the night, they're going to be protected. Therefore, let us not sleep, do as others, but let us watch and be sober. That's what we're supposed to be. Watch, standing upon our watch. This is Isaiah. I have notes on something else I was going to go into, but sometimes the Spirit just has to do something. So this is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 1. O Zion, sake will I not hold my peace. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace. For Jerusalem's sake I will not rest. So the Lord is going to come at a thief in the night, but he's not resting right now. He is keeping and putting the Spirit, downloading brothers with knowledge, that light, that understanding daily, so they can go out in the street and preach to these people, preach to our people, and also give the heathen their judgment. And he's not going to rest. Just as he told us, let me grab that. So he's not asking anything that he's not asking you anything that he's not doing himself. This is Isaiah chapter 13. Actually, it's in the same verse, but let me just read this. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain and exalt the voice unto them and shake the hand, that they may go unto the gates of the nobles. And so what is it doing? So now you see that all these nations understand their judgment. Now they know, and they're starting to change, and they're going to turn off this power, because the Lord has not rest. And he put the Spirit on us to lift up the banner, which is this truth. But it's in the same chapter, Salakia. And seek will I not rest until the righteousness go from the brightness and the salvation throughout as a lamp that burneth. That's why the Lord said he was going to search Jerusalem with a candle until he finds all his elect, separates them, all these the ones that he chosen from the beginning of the earth, and they're going to continue to go forth. through, and how is he doing his lamp is these scriptures, these knowledge, these prophecies. That's how he's going to search, and he's going to give it no rest. He's going to continuously judge and put prophecies on this earth until our people, let me grab it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plagues and tribulations and anguish. So now people, it's 80,000 people, I think, are in LA that are starving to death, are homeless, or in a bad situation. All these anguish, famines, plagues. You see it as a new disease that's, I think it was one in Mexico that already killed like 200, 300 people. And then there's one in Peru. It's fucking, trying to think what it's called. DJ or D-gay disease. So the Lord is not giving this whole planet a word. He's continuously sending forth these plagues throughout with the angels and throughout the men of the Lord speaking it in existence. Anguish are sick as a scourge for the amendment. So he's putting in sin and giving it no rest. So our people, he can separate the elect through that lamp with his knowledge and understanding. He's going, look it, searching it. He's saying, oh, he has fear of me. Mark him, give him that mark, because once they have that mark on them, they're going to sigh and cry. They're going to see all these abominations and fear the Lord and cry upon him. For a scourge for the amendment. But all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. So you see our people still walking by, still going through these wicked holidays.
This is hell.
Yeah, it is.
It ain't going nowhere.
It's about to be destroyed, actually.
Yeah.
See, the justice of the Spirit. You see, our people, well, all these things shall not turn from their wickedness. You say it ain't going nowhere. You must love it. Nor be always mindful of their scourges. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good. So he's saying that, but he still can eat. He might be through, but he still can eat. So he's saying, well, it's not that bad, it's hell, but at least I can help. No, if it was real hell, you'd be starving to death. You'd be running from newly created creature. Edom would gun you down in your street. But no, because victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall not think themselves to be in a good case. Even shall evils grow upon the earth. So you see all this judgment, all this sedition among men, all these problems are going on the face of the earth, and you just saying it's hell. Like, of course, you're not doing nothing about it. You said, and it ain't going nowhere, because you must love it. You love hell, you know? But you don't really love hell because you don't understand what hell really is. You haven't seen it. You see, all the men of the Lord, they're the only people that even would be able to endure real hell. Because when they go into, we're tried, and we're the best of the best of the nation. In reality, we can suffer these things. But no, he's saying it's just a giving up, faithless spirit. So you see, that's an example of not having faith. And the Lord is going to destroy people like that. Thus said the Lord, lest he repents. Lord willing, he does, but it doesn't seem like it. Because it ain't even going nowhere. Then shall he be in good case. Even shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So you see the LG, whatever, 27 letters, they're going to start numbers and shit. It's going to have robots, maps, and all this confusion going forth the earth. Gross darkness. Let me grab that. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth. So that was just even at a dark voice. It just shall cover the earth. All this LGBT, everything is just destroyed. Darkness shall cover the earth. Gross darkness to people. So you see that? It ain't even going nowhere. So that's a dark part. For the people shall rise upon thee, and the glory. So what did the Lord say? But the Lord shall rise upon thee, So the Lord, or those ones that are crying and trying, that the Lord's not getting rest, the ones that he's separating and putting the Spirit on them, it shall be dwelling in them, that Lamb. And that's why we're the children of the day. And his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thee, come to thy light. And these strangers, the ones that fell off the circumcision, and then everyone is going to try to cleave unto the man of the Lord. Kings to the brightness of thy rising. So it's like, dang, the man of the Lord are rising in this dark time. But that's where they're going to come. They're going to need answers. See, they're not scared yet. They don't understand hell. So that's why they just keep going in their darkness, celebrating these wicked-ass holidays. But in that time, it's going to be a precious thing to be by a man of the Lord. Because they're going to have the answers. Lift up thy eyes around about and see. All that gather themselves together, they shall come to thee, and their sons shall come from afar, and their daughters shall be thy nurse of thy son. They understand who is the man of the Lord. So let me get back to that shit. This is Isaiah. Let me just double check. Hey, Shalom, Ashwaka. Yahbashim al Shai Brakatah. Lord willing, especially because that nigga, man, Lord willing, the Lord brings judgment upon this holiday. Right when the fireworks go out, let's be a mass shooting, Lord willing. A big one, especially around my area, because there's too many Edomites around here. But especially on our people, because they're the most wickedest people upon the earth. This is at this moment. And that's what the Lord said. He said, just to back it up, and I'm going to grab your piece up, brother. Because at least Esau, he'll pretend with his hypocrisy and not say some demonic weirdo shit like that. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men that lay... Salakia. Yeah, I'm going to just read it down. That lay await and set snares and set a trap, and they catch them. So those are the ones that'll tell their young son that we're just going to be in hell, just make the best of it. And then that son's going to grow up and he's going to go, well, the only how we cannot be in hell is let's just go on to Esau, Edom, drive onto him. And then they might do a little bit good for themselves because they became a straight mega coon. So they get laid strapped, or going down like, if you want to be something in life, you better go on to Esau, Edom. You gotta love him and be the best coon you could be. For as a cage full of birds, so are their house full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and wax rich. So just as even these the ones of the circumcision that sold out, they're wicked men. Those are the ones that were back in the Maccabees' day and said, let's make a covenant with the heathen. Verse 28. They are waxing fat and they shine with the shine of the wickedness. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause, and cause the fatherless yet prosper. The right and the needy do not judge. So they see them, they're the ones that'll come up to your house and, because the wicked ass Jake, they never rob Esau for some reason. They always go to another Jake house, take all their shit, and don't matter. You can be dirt poor and you have an Xbox and they'll steal your shit. You can just got your first pair of Jerry's and they steal that shit. And it's always our people they do it to. They never do it to Esau Edom. They never kill Esau Edom. So getting the precept from the brother Oscar Khan. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. It is overcompassed. Like, it's so wicked that you can't. Right now in Michigan, they're putting a law that if you hurt one of those abominations feelings, that you can be arrested. That they're trying to make it that you cannot say anything about it. You just got to let them do it. Like, if they even tried to say that you're whatever name they call it like cis or whatever. Those demons need to be put to death. That if you are not attracted, they say you're a weirdo if you're not attracted to a man with breasts. And come on, they said that's still feminine. That's not gay. It has exceedingly polluted the entire planet, and that's why This is what the Lord said. And the hopeful words are fulfilled. So now you see everyone fighting and getting that it's complete confusion, that it's just a depressed, lamentating, languishing spirit around here. Therefore, said the Lord, since it did it, it said this is what the Lord said he was going to answer with. I will hold my tongue no more touching their wickedness. He said he's not going to hold it anymore. He's going to continue. He's going to, as we continue, I didn't finish it. Let's read it again. Isaiah chapter 62, verse 1. For Zion's sake, I will not hold my peace. Did he say? For Jerusalem's sake, why is he not holding this? For Zion's sake. Does the Lord change? Malachi chapter 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. I am the Lord, I change not. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is talking about himself, putting the spirit on Malachi to tell him he changes not. Why is he not changing? And why is he not going to, for Jerusalem's sake? Therefore, not any other right there, because it specifically Israel. And why we, because Jacob's third name Yasharallah. He is a so-called black, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. The true people, but the wicked people, come on, man. This is why. Are not consumed. So they don't consume. So he's not going to hold it because he's seeing what it's doing to the people. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they prevailingly commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves, and behold, they're innocent. So, which they profanely outside the temple, doing nothing towards God, commit. Neither will I suffer, because they didn't have God in their thoughts on anything they were doing. They were pretty much blaspheming it, just doing and living as they do as they will spirit. They can profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise. And so when you exercise, you practicing it. So that's their whole practice, the game of how much wickedness they can do in front of the sight of people. Now they're saying that it's an entire church, literally, I'm trying to think, that one that went to the Dodger Stadium. Their whole ministry is about being blaspheming against mostly against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So they profanely commit, exercising wickedly themselves. Behold, the innocent, Shalom Nathan, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. People just crying, the ones that the Lord separated this a lot. Because we're liking this is what we we're willing, or as much as we can, lessons. What? You died hundreds of times upon these devils. You got to understand that these demons are wicked. And they are wicked. You see that kids, child sacrifice, that people need to be, what is it called? Adjustment or attitude. They need to stop being adulterous. So destroy them too, and let them be in the same mind. This is what we're crying. The blood is crying upon them. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. Lord, and through the midst of Jerusalem. So that's what he said as we went. The Lord, searching upon Egypt. I think it's Egypt, but through the land. He's searching upon this place through these scriptures, the ones that are crying, and he's looking. And set a mark, and this is what the angels are going to do. They're going to set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that have been done. They're sigh and cry. And when it's completely done, and when it's sealed, that's wicked. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Slovakia. Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. And he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because they have no truth in him. And he's talking to our people, because ye are the father of the devil. Our people have went and overtasked the deeds of the wicked. They have become more wicked than the wicked. And because Jake is an overachiever when it comes to wickedness, they have changed and went into the ways of these heathen and continuously go and been very good at him. So he said, you are of your father. And what is the lust of these wicked people? Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse. I'm going to start at 3. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. That's how they're going to live. Shalom, Shanga. Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. I don't know, it's keep messing up. I'm trying to double check it, but Lord willing is good. Verse 5, ye also, because he transgressed by wine with his philosophies and all his wicked things. That's how our people become as their father the devil. That's where we're coming off that precept. Ye are of your father the devil. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. So you see, now that's why gang, they don't want to take, now they about taking blocks that they don't own with them, because they said they are of their father the devil. And just as the devil, they just too greedy. They just want everything. Proud as hell, thinking that they're the one that they can just shoot and say, ye are of the father the devil. And this is talking about Esau, but as the Lord said on John chapter 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil. So continuing, he never keepeth home, who enlarges his desire as hell, that only bring death and destruction on this earth. And now that's what our people, as deeds have overcome the wicked, and they have wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth, that even our people are even more wicked than the wicked. So now they just promote death. That's all this music is about. That's all they're doing. As their father, taking blocks, taking land from, not actually taking land, but the drug term, that territory, killing each other. Look at fucking Brazil. They dog their own people. Just as Esau Edom will just shoot them up and unload their whole clip. Even if after they dead, just decimate the body. So that, because their desire is hell. 444. Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. And is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. So a nigga can make $100 million and he still be selling drugs. Look at these fucking rappers. A rapper will literally, like Fetty Wap, or what's his name? That guy with the one eye. I think that's his name. He was selling drugs. Like, you are a rapper. You can make money. Your name, now you have a brand that you can just make money by going to appearances. But your stupid ass is selling drugs. It's like, because you can't be satisfied. You just want to bring death. You're fucking niggas, man. And cannot be, but gather unto them all nations and heap of them all people. So as of Esau, this is what our people has become. They're just defiled, dumb nigga shit. And as is Esau, the hypocrite, which is his joy shall be short, that's what he did. So what France is happening in France, it's just a balance. They literally took over those African countries that are now being refugees and charged them $500 million every year just for tribute. They call it something different. They say a colonizing tax, but no, it was tribute. And so now when they come over there and fuck their place up, look what you did theirs. So this is just payback on playback. And shall not all these take up a proverb against thee? And they taught me a parable against thee and a taunting proverb, and say, woe to him that increased that which is not his. And how long to him that laid in himself in thick clay. So what do you think you were just going to just cast the credit card, destroy all these nations, and they're all just going to forget Esau, Edom? And to our people, you thought the Lord was going to just let you, as we're in a grace period, because that clay is abadya, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, which means a heavy debt. You think that we're in a grace period, and you see that the Lord is want us to come back and pay off that grace period by preaching this word, and you're just going to just make more credit? Like, come on, just continue to be a nigga? Going in through your father, the devil, and Esau, Edom. So you two people are wicked people, and Esau, Edom, you're about to understand why that brother put that scripture, because the Lord is going to hold his tongue no more. Shalom, Yakamoy Layam, Yabashim Al Sham Brakatah. It's going to just be a bad time for you. The Lord is not just going to. Shall they not raise up suddenly and shall bite thee in a and that shall be for them? So the Lord is going to they're going to have these nations drop missiles upon you, and we're going to take over this entire planet. And our wicked people are going to be put to death, said the Lord. So continuing, always continuing what I had. It's a tangent. I was getting off that precept. This is Isaiah chapter 62 again, verse 1. For Zion's sake I will not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until righteousness therefore go forth as brightness, and the salvation therefore as the lamp that burneth. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory. And thou shalt be called by my name, which is the Lord's Yasharallah. We're going to come back in the same place that we were called, not his people. We're going to be called the people of the living God, which the mouth of the Lord shall name. And thou shalt be a crown of royal in the hands of the Lord, and a royal diadem, a crown, because the glory of a man is the woman. And who is the Lord's woman? That is Yasharallah, the ones that are going to be called by his name. That is going to be his crown, because it's going to be a righteous people that will never be able to go off. That's going to be in a crown. A dinner is a crown. And let no man take thy crown. And Lord, you think the Lord, he's telling us that, so you think he's going to let someone take his crown? You think he's going to have Esau, Edom trick our people, and they're going to just have the blood? Come on. In thy hand. Let me grab that real quick. Keep forgetting to. Bear with me. I'm going to just drop down. This is verse 7. I'm going to start at 6. This is 62 and 6. I have set upon watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. So there's going to be people, as this is going to put forth and stand on the wall, and the heavy lifting is going to be with the internet at this time. So Psalms the 19th chapter. So there shall that's why they're never going to hold their peace. Every second of the day, someone's doing a lesson, someone's doing all these things and putting it on the unicorn. And it's going to stand upon the walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold thy peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. So the Lord said he was not going to get rest when he puts these plagues upon this earth and put the spirit on these men. So we give them no rest. We continue day nor night, every day getting better so we can tell our people to get right. Tell our people that if they don't change, they are going to be put to death. Thus said the Lord. And and when do we stop? The Lord tells us when it stops. And give them no rest till he establish, making that staff. And is it established yet? It's still niggas celebrating 4th of July. You see this? There's people celebrating 4th of July on this wicked ass king. Our people. So if our nation is not even seeing who's the men of the power, these other nations are definitely not gonna, let's get it. Until he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And is it a praise in the earth? They are still calling you niggas, spicks. They're saying you're not even, vocab alone, the Lord willing, Yahweh Shalak Rayam to that devil, just called our people, the God that all our people are talking about is not real. And he signed a Haman deal. Because now he's trying to do all the, let me grab it. I usually don't talk about it, but that shit made me so mad. He said, he is not real. Well, the Lord's going to show who's the real power when he puts your whole family to death. This is Ezra chapter 7, verse 10. So they hung Haman on the gallows that he has prepared for Mordecai. That's because we're the liking of Mordecai. He's trying to get us and set us up as terrorists. So he's going to be hanged on that thing. And the Lord is going to do, hopefully, Babak Bashar, that he gets a sickness right now and becomes limp or be fucked up. And then he gets destroyed by the missiles. That then was the king wrath pacified. Yep, so that's what's going to happen. I just put that because that shit made me mad. I don't really care and prescribing to those what people be doing, but when he said that, and I just heard that shit made me mad. So let the Lord destroy him and his whole family. And the Lord, Isaiah chapter 68, verse 8, and the Lord has sworn by his right hand, and the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. His right hand to his son, which is on the right hand side of the Lord, And didn't he give, the Lord loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, John 3:16, where this is what? As by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thy enemy. He said, we're not going to go back into slavery. We're not going to go back into slavery. This is what he said. We're going to be rulers and kings upon the face of the earth. We're going to be ruling this place. And Esau, Edom is going to be slaves. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. And the sons of strangers shall drink no more wine. They ain't about to be happy. We're not gonna be in that we need to drink it, that we're mourning. For which thou hast labored. So they're gonna be working for us. They're kings and they're gonna nursing are like their kings are. I'm gonna just grab it. Bear with me. It's Isaiah 49, but I don't. This Bible pisses me also. This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23. And thy kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and thy queens thy nursing mothers. And they shall bow down their face towards the earth. So you're going to see the elite of their class, because most of you bare-knuckle, ugly, hairy-knuckle Edomites, even the Amalek, you guys are going to be put to death through thermal fire. But then when you come into slavery, you're elite, the best of your best, just as you did to our people. They're gonna, those Rothschilds and those fucking Mary Vigilants and whatever all the other weirdo, ugly Greekish Edomite families are going to come, and all the other kings and queens from Elam to all those nations are going to come and be our nursing. I'm not saying no weirdo shit that we're going to be. No, I mean like their nutrients is going to come to us. Their pieces of their land, everything's going to come to us. Thou shalt bow their face towards the earth and lick up the dust in their feet. So it's not talking about right now that you have Edomite, which is a beautiful thing when they kiss your foot. We're talking about they're going to be in servitude at the end of the time, at the end of this kingdom when our kingdom comes. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed or wait for me. And shall not be ashamed that wait for me, Salakia. There shall not be, for those ones that are waiting upon the Lord, because the Lord, when you wait upon the Lord, He'll do a lot of things. Let me grab it. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord, so not only the ones that wait for Him, you're going to be kings and princes and be in the governing body, or the 1/3 and not be put to death like the heathen. This is also what He's going to give to you. Those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Get that new body, and then even before, get that spiritual power that they're going to be able to, let's see what they're going to be able to do. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. And what do the wings do for eagles? They're not like penguins that just have it. No, wings of eagles make them fly. They're going to be able to fly. And if you don't have that state of mind and have it, you don't know the miracles of the Lord. The Lord said the smallest of spiritual powers that He can make a man gain a cubit. That's just a weak level of spiritual power. That's molecular manipulation or shape-shifting. And that takes that you have control of your own selves. So it's nothing to make you able to fly. You can make yourself lighter. You can do whatever. They shall run and not be weary. So right now, you run a lap. Right now, you can be training for a marathon. You'll still fucking get tired somehow, but not this time. When the Lord comes, the ones that wait upon Him, they're going to be destroyed. And they shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint. That's what is going to happen. So they're going to be walking. The man of the Lord is not going to be able to need to sleep or eat. We don't do it because we want to. It's going to be like Dragon Ball Z. You see how they can just eat just for the pleasure of it. And that's when that pleasure is really going to come in. Because we already did. We have finished the faith. And we're going to have, as is on heaven, on earth. And on earth, it's just a peaceful time. Well, we're going to have it on earth. But not you heathen. You guys are about to be put to death and then put in slavery. Let's get another one. This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 14. Fear not, O worm Jacob, ye men of Israel. I will help thee. Just seeing, they've been messing up lately, so I'm going to check this real quick. Keep fucking up. Let me check the comment board. Alright, that's good. This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee, and be not Slacking, I'm going to drop down. Verse 14. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. And it's crazy to say that because a worm is powerless. It's a little thing crawling when it rains. That is, it's let out to a prey. When the floods and all that stuff, it comes out of the ground. And what they liken Esau as an eagle, and what do they like to eat? The bird, the early worm gets the early bird gets the worm. Ye men of Israel. They didn't say no other nation. I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. That's what He said. He will help us. The Redeemer said, no man redeemed us in this time, but when Yahushua comes, and the Lord, He's going to redeem us. Then we're going to actually be free. So you can't free yourself. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. And just like when in Daniel, or whenever they talk about a nation having teeth, it means power. So He's a new power, new spiritual power. We're going to have powers of God, Superman, that shall thresh the mountains, that can be likened into these governments, and beat them small, and shall make hills of chaff. So what does he say? He said he's going to renew us, give us strength, give us spiritual power, that one man is going to be as, the feeble of us is going to be as David. And the house of David is going to be like God. And those is like, when it's on the Alahayim, like the angels, like Superman. And you seen that it was an angel, someone, the brother put it up on a video, that it was an angel. He was outside in the space, burning as lamps of fire, just out there, just chilling. He didn't need no oxygen mask. You think he got tired floating in space, that he flew over there? You know, it's a far distance. You think he got worried? He had wings like eagles. That's what the Lord said he was going to do. And if you don't believe that, well, let me just finish that off. You don't believe that, death to you, death to your family, unless they of the elect, because he said he's going to be one from a city, two from a city, and one from a family, or it's the opposite, I don't know. This is Ezekiel chapter, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's what's going to happen. Actually, I'm going to start out one. Fear not the imaginations against thee, and let not the incredulity of the man trouble thee. So we shouldn't let these people that are unfaithful and don't believe or nothing, don't let them trouble you. Because if you know and understand that the Lord said that mighty works he was going to put upon us, and we're going to do more than Yahushua, he said, men like John the Baptist, I don't want to butcher it, but he said, we'll do greater works than that too. But, or even like Elijah dropped meteors from the sky. So imagine, that's like gravity manipulation, that's like telekinesis, and just praying upon the Lord, having that connection to an almighty God that can make Yahweh made the time stop in Joshua the 10th chapter that we can destroy our enemies. He stopped time. So we're looking at power on that level. For they speak against you. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's what's going to happen to them. They're going to die in their unfaithfulness. Because they're not going to learn until they learn death by pain. Thus said the Lord. So with that, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakach, Wadash, Kawadi Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Death, DTA. You already know, Abba, Baba, and Tawadi Abba Shim Al Shai. Shalom.